Welcome back to Hampton Downs and the VIP Pet Foods 12-hour endurance race. We are coming up to lap 330, and really there has been no change virtually since the lights went out. Tony Quinn, Clark Quinn and Stefan Webling doing the job at the front of the field. In second place, it is the New Zealand combination of Andre Heimgartner and Phil Hood, and in third place it's another Australian combination, Malcolm and Brett Nile and Clint Harvey. There is the race leader, and they just continue to lap around this 2.8 kilometre circuit. Very consistent lap times, and they just continue to stretch that lead. 30 plus laps in front now is the VIP Pet Foods Porsche 997. Second place has been a great recovery for Andre Heimgartner and Phil Hood. And Porsche is calling the shots here at Hampton Downs, as was expected. We talked to a few of the experts before the race got started, in fact in qualifying, and everyone was picking a Porsche win, and most people were picking this car. This is the onboard shot from the VIP Pet Foods Porsche. Grabbing gears as he heads up over the top and across the start-finish line to complete yet another lap here at Hampton Downs. Well, the only time we've seen this car stopped is in the pits, and for that one fleeting moment when Tony Quinn had problems with the fuel pump and it stopped at the entrance to the front straight. Another car that hasn't put a foot wrong so far is car number 66. And this is the BMW of Bruce Stewart, Andrew Burst and Matthew O'Donnell. Just getting tangled up with the third place Porsche. That's the Australian combination of Malcolm and Brett Nile and Clint Harvey. And I guess 12-hour endurance races are pretty rare these days, and these guys probably using it as experience and a little bit of inside knowledge for the Bathurst 12-hour. Pretty sure that's where the idea of this race came from. Of course, it was to be a two-round series, but unfortunately the weather got the better of the Taupo round. This is round number 2. VIP Pet Foods bring it to you. We're at Hampton Downs, and we'll be here for the best part of another couple of hours yet. 12 hours of racing, 12 hours of pushing these cars to the absolute limit, the tyres to the edge of traction, and the brakes until they are screaming. Car number 68, Dennis Roderick, Dave Glasson, Aaron Harris. Dennis Roderick in the car at the moment after a great stint from Dave Glasson. Glasson, a veteran of the Wellington Street races, and plenty of endurance racing, and racing in the old Super GT class of a couple of seasons ago now. Plastic surgeon from Wellington. His partner in crime, Dennis Roderick, doing the job at the moment. So Porsches 1, 2, 3 and 4 here at Hampton Downs, still circulating well. Sam Barry, AJ and Brad Lauder and Glenn Collinson. AJ and Brad Lauder out of the Suzuki Swift series. Glenn Collinson, been around a long time, certainly a specialist in endurance racing. You can see the Steve Taylor, Bern Verrett and Dave Silverton Honda going past them. Well, I've been talking about the support crews in the pits and in the pit garages, and none more so than the Motorsport Services garage.
What it is we actually have each car, and what we do is we have the driver in, then we have the driver out, how long they've been in the car, and then we also have how much fuel went in the car, so we know exactly how much fuel goes in for every stop. So what we can do is make sure that the fuel mileage is right, we're getting the maximum out, and each driver knows how long he's been in the car. So we basically log it all day long for every car, make sure that everyone is obviously getting their optimum time in the car. Like, the more pit stops you do, clearly the less time you got on the track, so the less laps you're going to lose by tightening all that up. So we make sure we run it as efficient as we can, and we do it with all 5 cars basically in that way. But each crew chief looks after his car, and we write it all down and we note it all.
So Aaron Harris doing double duty, not only driving but working out the logistics as well. You can see the headlights on most of the cars now because darkness is starting to fall here at Hampton Downs. We were to start in darkness, but a 2.5 hour delay for fog stopped that. We started under the safety car, and when the green flag was flown, it was Tony Quinn, Clark Quinn and Stefan Webling going out to an immediate lead. They've continued that lead, and that lead has continued to grow. This is the Motorsport Services car we were talking about before, car number 68, Dennis Roderick doing the job. Right in behind him, the race leader, so he's about to go yet another lap down here. Well, the darkness is certainly going to add another element to the scene here at Hampton Downs. You can see as the sun sets, now it becomes who's eating their carrots, who sees better in the darkness. In for another scheduled stop is car number 33. the Taylor-Verrett-Silverton combination. And I guess another thing that happens as we come into the early dusk is attention spans start to wane. The crews start to get a little bit tired. Lap 408, so it is nearly done and dusted for the VIP Pet Foods Porsche 997 of Clark Quinn, Tony Quinn and Stefan Webling. Lights ablaze, just a few more laps for them to go, and they will have won the inaugural VIP Pet Foods 12-hour endurance race here at Hampton Downs. They have extended their lead now to just on 40 laps, can you believe it? This is the other Australian combination. And this is the Niles and Clint Harvey. Now, they're currently in second place after some more mechanical problems for Andre Heimgartner and Phil Hood. They've dropped down through the field. It's been a reoccurrence, if you like, of the fuel problems they were having. So Australia's 1 and 2 here at Hampton Downs. Porsche still covering the first 5 positions. But I guess after 12 hours of racing, just to finish is an accomplishment in itself, and that's what this car is going to do. Steve Taylor, Bernard Verrett and Dave Silverton have had a couple of small hiccups in their 12-hour journey, but other than that, it's been pretty trouble-free. And they're currently down in around about 14th place on the scoring charts, but many, many laps down behind the leaders. This is cars number 68, and they're currently in 3rd place now. This is Dennis Roderick, Dave Glasson and Aaron Harris in the LC Scott Porsche. Beautiful sunset here at Hampton Downs as darkness descends on us. Car number 30 still going around. Sam Barry, AJ and Brad Lauder and Glenn Collinson in the Better Auto Parts car. Maybe some problems. Well, it'll be heartbreaking if they can't make it to the finish, but they just look like they were slowing as they come down into LG. And we'll get a better look at it as they come up the hill this time. Is the problems for the little Truno. As I said before, it certainly adds another dimension, the darkness here. Well, I just wonder if there is a problem, because it's the little BMW that's chasing them down as they head into turn 1 once again. Well, it would be heartbreaking, as I said, to think you could go virtually to the end and then have some mechanical malady. Well, these guys had their problems early on. This is Lindsay and Dave Goodwin. And look at the brake rotors glowing red. The brakes really do get a workout here at Hampton Downs in a 10-lap race. This is the race leader, heading down towards the start-finish line once again, so still laps to go here at Hampton Downs. The race will finish on the tick of 12 hours, and the flag will come out at the nearest available opportunity. Full darkness here at Hampton Downs and clouds as well. 423 laps in the book, and it's still Tony, Clark and Stefan leading from Australia-New Zealand combination in the number 29, the 997 RSL. It's the second Australian combination in second place, and it's Dennis Roderick, Dave Glasson and Aaron Harris in third place. It's Porsches 1, 2 and 3 and 4 here at Hampton Downs. Now in complete darkness. I'm sure there'll be some tired drivers. There'll certainly be some tired support crew. And for the people that have stuck around for the whole 12 hours, the last lap board comes out with the help of a torch. So there is one 2.8 kilometre journey to go for Tony Quinn, Clark Quinn and Stefan Webling. And you'd have to say that Stefan Webling has done a very fine job as the New Zealand contingent, as the checkered flag flies for the Quinns, father and son combination. They win the VIP Pet Foods 12-hour endurance race here. Happy smiles all round from the crews. A job well done. So the race officially finishes now. In second place, it will be the second of the Australian Porsches. That's Malcolm Nile, Brent Nile and Clint Harvey. And in third place, it will be Dennis Roderick, David Glasson and Aaron Harris. Fourth place will be Steve Taylor, Bernard Verrett and Dave Silverton. And in fifth, it's Bruce Stewart, Andrew Buist and Matthew O'Donnell.
Steve, giant-killing performance, came home in fourth place. Well done.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic little car, this Honda, and I've loved racing it over the last 4 or 5 years. And the guys that helped with me, Bernard and Dave, they did an excellent job in just keeping the thing ticking around.
Brett, well done. Second place, actually, an Australian Quinella.
Yes, yeah, 2 father and son teams, I think, first and second, so that was pretty good.
After all the trouble you had early on, I guess you probably didn't think you'd end up second?
No, we certainly didn't by mid-race. We kind of thought, well, we're hoping to still maybe get up to third or something like that, but yeah, we're very happy to finish second.
Congratulations, the first 12 hours, it's your race.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. And I'd like to just bloody thank and congratulate all the guys that kept on going to the end. They were all going good. They were all just sticking in there, doing the thing. It was really good.
You were certainly doing a good combination there with your son and Stefan, or Bob, as you call him.
Bob did a good job. And Clark Albers does a good job. So, no, I'm just happy to keep the young fellas company, that's all. Keep them honest.